It was a warm one yesterday. We actually topped out at 30 degrees before the cold front made its way through. Our morning low was also above average at 14, and both numbers were 8 degrees above the norm. Nowhere near the record of 42 or negative 22, and we are inching closer and closer to 9 hours of daylight. But today, because of the cold front, we actually saw our temperatures fall a good 15 to 20 degrees in some areas. 13 was the high in Marquette, 15 in Iron Mountain, 19 in Munising, 21 in Escanaba. So you can really see that the effects of that cold front. We are dealing with another one as we speak. Those winds mostly coming out of the northwest or out of the west. A lot lighter than it was last night, that's for sure. 11 in Munising, 6 in Marquette. A little bit stronger in Houghton at 21 miles per hour. Looking at those headlines now going into your Thursday and beyond, we are dealing with a cold front like I previously mentioned. There's also going to be a secondary cold front that's going to push through tomorrow, and that's going to continue to usher in more of that Arctic air towards us. So it's really going to set up for dry weather overall as high pressure comes in, but it will be chilly on both Thursday and Friday before we start seeing an improvement in the thermometer on Saturday and Sunday as that high pushes further towards the east. But going back to your Tuesday, we did see snow and wind mostly throughout the UP. Painesdale topped out at 10.2, Mass City at 8.1, Hancock at 7.6, and Ishpeming just over a half a foot at 6.3. But the winds really strong last night. And because of that cold front and also the low pressure with that cold front actually passed through the region very closely. That really caused those winds to be very strong. Some areas actually got up to hurricane force. Hurricane force starts at 74. Keweenaw Point got to 76, so pretty much a category 1. Grand Marais at 68. Throwbridge Point at 64. And Houghton at 55 miles per hour. We're under those wind advisories, and it really did prove it with these very strong winds. But going into tomorrow, that cold front that's passing right now will make its way towards the eastern seaboard. Ahead of it, though, a lot of warm air making its way from the Carolinas all the way into New England. So you can see they're mostly going to be dealing with rain. Most of the mixed precipitation and snow will be further towards the west. We could be dealing with some icy mix into parts of southern lower Michigan, towards northern lower Michigan, mostly snow. And for us in the UP, we're just going to continue to see more and more of that Arctic air as those temperatures continue to fall going into your Thursday night and into your Friday morning. But here is the setup as we go into the next couple of hours. The snow will begin to push further towards the east. We'll see improvements. We could still deal with a little bit of a lake effect going into tomorrow night as there's still a little bit of moisture left over from that front. But by the time we go into your Friday and Saturday, we shut that down. High pressure is really in control. We'll have overall mostly sunny skies for a good portion of the region. So do take advantage of this beautiful weather we are going to see going into the next couple of days. Also, we are going to see those temperatures beginning to rebound from those teens, eventually to those 20s, and by Martin Luther King Day, we'll actually get back into those 30s. Most of the clouds and even most of the activity we're going to be seeing the next couple of days will remain well towards the south. For tonight, though, 5 degrees. We're still going to deal almost with similar conditions in the fact that the snow was decreasing. The only good news, and it's the wind. The winds are not going to be like they were last night, and that's excellent. Mostly coming out of the northwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. So it is going to feel chilly, though. Those wind chills are going to be on the negative side. Going into your Thursday, we are going to start with those winds on the west, but as that secondary cold front comes in, it will begin to push more out of the northwest at around 5 to 10 miles per hour. But you can see those temperatures are going to be struggling just to make it into those mid-teens. 15 in Houghton, 11 in Ontonagon, 18 in Crystal Falls and Florence. And as we go into your day plan a little more closely, the sun is starting to come up a little bit earlier, 8:31 a.m. And by tomorrow night, we are going to be falling into those negatives for morning lows. So do bundle up when you go outside, especially going into your Friday morning. And going into the next 7 days, once we get out of Friday, it's actually going to start going up. We double our temperature for our high on Saturday, eventually getting into those 30s by Monday. We do increase those clouds a little bit going into early next week. That's only because a disturbance that's further towards the south could inch its way closer towards us. But overall, you can't complain. Good mixture of sun and clouds. So do take advantage of it, especially this weekend.